Hello everyone. We recently watched a very beautiful film called Curiosity. The young character in the movie, Parth, constantly keeps asking questions in order to learn. We had a similar personality even in our Indian history long back. He asked several questions to Lord Krishna during the epic war of Mahabharata. And that is why Bhagavad Gita was written ages back. We were blessed to have a holy Hindu scripture in the form of Bhagavad Gita due to curiosity of Arjun. So friends, remember that each of us should always keep our inner curiosity to know alive. Do you know, when I was a kid, my grandma would do so many things in a day, which would always amuse me. And I was a little rationalist at that age. So I would always question my grandma to know why she would do those things. My grandma would keep praying to God for every little thing in her life. She would keep praying most of the time. So one day I asked her that why do you keep folding your hands to pray? And what is the need to fold your hands every time you pray to God? Like the way we salute our national flag as a mark of respect, why can't we salute God in a similar manner? Grandma replied to me in a very loving way. So she said, I don't know much, my dear child, but it is said that our fist is just like our heart. Actually, it resembles the shape of a human heart, to be precise. And when we open both our fists, that time we tell Almighty that I have opened my fist. Please open your fist too, which means open your heart. When both of us open our hearts willingly, it's only then that we both can meet with desired openness, and that union will be positive one. And that is why I fold my hands. One day she was offering food to Almighty. So I asked her that God is a statue. It is made up of stone. How will he eat the food? So the answer she gave was very impressive. She said she was not offering food to God, because God is never hungry. Almighty only desires true compassion. But before we eat, if the food is kept in front of Him, to thank Him for the food and then sit to have the food, our inner soul feels at peace and experience contentment. In case our mind has negative thoughts, then they are replaced by positive ones, because we wholeheartedly worship the Almighty. That's why when we have a supper with positive vibes around, it gets digested in our system very easily. Good food, good vibes. Positive approach, positive words. I used to love my regular interaction on such topics with my grandma. And one day, I asked my grandma that you regularly read the Bhagavad Gita. It has such difficult Sanskrit words which are difficult for me to understand. And you keep telling me, learn the language. So give me one good reason that why should I read and remember the difficult Sanskrit words of Gita. So my grandma told me, repeat after me whatever I am going to say. I said, okay, I will repeat. She said the stotra we will chant is called the Shivatandav stotra. And then she told me to repeat the stotra after her.
Jata tavi galat jala pravaha pavitas thale. Galev lambya lambitam bhujanga tunga malikam. Damat 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 damam mina davat davar vayam.
So chanting this Sanskrit stotra was very difficult for me.
Damat 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 damam mina davat davar vayam.
You can also try repeating the stotra after me.
Damat 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 damam mina davat davar vayam.
And then I could not repeat it further. So my grandma told me that when we chant the Sanskrit stotra, it helps in enhancing our pronunciation of words. It leads to clarity of speech at a very early stage of our life. So kids, it also enhances your memory to such great extent that by the time we are 15 years of age, we can remember all that we learned, which is very difficult to remember after a certain age, and that's why memorizing Sanskrit stotra during childhood enhances our ability to remember and also leads to clarity of speech. Our inner curiosity should be encouraged to continue to ask questions, and we should keep seeking answers to those questions. You will surely find some of the answers on Google, but you won't find all the answers there. Our elders, our loving parents, grandfather, grandmother should also be approached to seek all the answers. We should always be curious to know more in life because this is how we will grow in life. Thank you.